Yeah, right.
Man, the Wisconsin.
So, what size of ammo are you using today?
8 millimeter. It's what I always use.
Really? I decided to go a little bit heavy this time and go 9.5. I haven't.
You're crazy.
I have about 10,000 rounds of, or maybe 12,000 rounds of 9.5. Yeah, I need to
Yeah, then
use.
you can see.
And I have three simple shot slingshots here. That
All the 9.5 that I have is what came free with simple shot slingshots. I probably got 150 rounds.
I have the Axiom today.
LT2.
No, no, that's the Axiom.
No, I've got the LT2.
Oh, you got the LT too. Okay. I have
Yeah,
the LT.
Axiom G10 and my Axiom G10 and my Axiom X are my long draws.
Oh, cool. I'm using all the same taper, same length. This is the LT Classic. I never shot this one. This is the first time. I bought it over a year ago.
There you go. Hey, Andrew's here. Howdy, Andrew. We got track attack.
Andrew.
His signal's a little. We're hoping his signal is good, Andrew. Let us know if he's stuttering a lot. On my end, it's kind of hard to tell. Andrew's one of my regulars.
Oh, nice. And here's the fork hit I got
Oh,
on
no.
my
Oh,
band
you got
broke.
a dandy one.
Yeah,
Dude, you hammered it good.
the
Hey, Hawk.
it's actually right where I was aiming, where I had the target at. And oh, I'm sorry,
That's
I
okay.
take it back. It's not. I had my target right over here, and it hit on the bottom. The band broke, and it just went straight down in that.
Well, now your pro frame has some love. Hey, we
Yeah.
got Yeet Master. He's one of my moderators. We got Hawk,
Oh,
Weston Crockett,
nice.
the guy that sells the bands that I use all the time.
Oh,
Hawk, I got
whoa.
track attack on.
Oh,
You
Hawk.
know,
Yeah.
Weston?
I need to order some bands from you, Hawk. That'll be pretty cool. I would love to try different bands too. Um,
I'm a believer in him.
cool. And I'm shooting 9.5 millimeter.
That'll make Hawk very happy because he calls my 8 millimeter ammo that girly stuff.
Well, actually, I prefer to shoot with 8 millimeter ammo. The reason why, because for about 50 yards, it can maintain a, a good path without losing a lot of momentum. More than that, it would drop quick. I give
I
it
use
about
it.
40.
I use it because I can use lighter bands.
Oh yeah, I'm using point 50 55 Omega. Uh, what is it? The electric white.
How is that stuff? I've never used it.
It's good. I have done well. I done a 100 meter, 110-meter shot. I got it on one of my videos here. I hit a can at 110 yards.
I don't. I have nowhere to go back that far.
I haven't shot this at 9.5s in about
Yeah.
6 7 months, and I'm missing.
All right, we've got 32 people on.
There you go. I nailed it right in the middle now.
Double
Sometimes I just have
double
to
tap.
find it.
Make sure you guys hit the like button up there. We got 48 people on now. Let's get some likes
For-
built up.
48 people so far.
Yep. For you guys that don't know who Track Attack is, he's got the coolest first name. His real name's Elvis. Legitimately, his name's Elvis. But
It is.
I don't know if he knows how to sing or play guitar, but his name's Elvis.
I don't. I have a guitar, but I'm not really all that good at it.
For those of you who don't know, Track Attack he's if you know who Slingshot Sniper is, the dude from Germany that is crazy accurate. Track Attack is like the American version. He's the protege. He shoots a lot of Slingshot Snipers frames. They're good buddies.
Um, a quick story on Slingshot Sniper. Him and I, we have become really good friends. At the beginning, when I started shooting and I saw his channel, I told my wife, I said, "There's no way this guy can pull off the shots. It's impossible. No one can do that." And I started watching his videos, and I messaged him, and I go, "And this guy got so many subscribers. There's no way he even gonna see my message." And by surprise, he messaged me, and then we started messaging back and forth, and I asked him to give me some guidance, and he started helping me how to shoot. And I've been shooting since I was a kid, but I never really picked it up until the last 2 or 3 years, that I really started searching for accuracy. And ever since then, I practice really. That's the key, practice. I practice really hard. And I'll tell you, I don't always get the shot. If I don't hit the target that I'm looking for, or like if I put the playing card swinging around, if I don't hit it after the second try or so, I'll move on to a different target, and then I set up a different video
Yeah.
type, because it gets boring. And I've done that in the past where I try to shoot the same target over and over again until I get it right and post the video. And it just takes a lot of fun out of it. At that point, it becomes more of I don't know what to say. It just becomes different. It's not fun anymore at that point to
Yeah.
me.
Yo, Elvis. I don't know if you can see the comments, but Hawk Weston commented, you should set up a head to head with you, Slingshot Sniper, and Hawk. Do you think he would do it? Because I don't know if you've seen Weston shoot. He doesn't miss very much. He's a sniper. Be kind
Oh
of fun
wow,
to get you guys shooting together. I think that'd be kind of cool.
that would be cool. Yeah, I
Do you
love
think
a
he'd do it?
friendly challenge.
Do you think he'd do it?
But possibly, he doesn't really do lives or anything like that. Oh, and by the way, but it wouldn't hurt to ask. And by the way, there's some new things coming from Slingshot Sniper. Uh, it's it's not ready yet, but there's a lot more things coming where
Cool.
everybody can enjoy at that point. Where I don't wanna I don't wanna say much about it, but let me just tell you, there's
No,
some
no, don't let
new
the secret out. It keeps us
yeah,
hanging.
there's some
Also,
new cool
we
things
got
coming.
we got another comment from some Sumo. I started with a round band slingshot, getting better at it along with recurve bow. Why do you guys use flat bands? Um, I'm assuming you're using the tubes, is what we call them. And if you, when I see tubes, I always think of the big fat ones on a wrist rocket that you can barely pull back. The draw weight on those is like 20, 30 pounds. The draw weight on this flat band is like 5 or 6 pounds, and they're super easy to pull. You don't get tired. You can shoot all day. Um, I've actually got a wrist rocket I put flat bands on, and you don't even need the wrist support anymore on it. However, there are a lot of people that shoot tubes, and they make really thin tubes now that shoot like a regular slingshot. And where the tubes are really beneficial is when you're shooting in wind. It's kind of windy here today, so you'll see my bands vibrating a lot. If you're using tubes, that's a non-issue. So that's it might not be a bad idea to have a tube set up just for windy days. But flat bands is kind of what most people are shooting now. We can get a lot of power. We taper them so they're bigger here than they are here, so there's less resistance. With a tube, your tubes are always the same diameter and same thickness, so there's some resistance there and it doesn't retract quite as freely. Don't know if I answered all your questions right, but I tried to give it a shot. Let's get caught up on some chat. Yeah, Elvis, that's funny and cool. Somebody likes your name.
Oh yeah.
Angelina said hi. Hello, Angelina. I'm trying to get caught up here. Becky, hey, Philip and Elvis. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday back. How
Cool.
glad you could join us. Yeah, Angelina said hi. How dangerous are them slings? Well,
The slingshot
depends on if
sniper
you're
just
the
messaged me
depends
on
on
WhatsApp.
how dangerous are they. Depends on if somebody's aiming one at you. They're you can take small game with them. How dangerous are they to shoot? Um, every now and then, depending on the style of shooting you do, you might scratch your face a little. I drew blood really bad a couple weeks ago, so I changed a few things in my form. But overall, they're super safe. I'm wearing safety glasses just to set a good example. If our bands break, they always break here, so they go that way. And I'm wearing a lanyard, so if I were to accidentally slip, I'm not going to get smacked in the face. So I hope I answered your question. If not, clarify a little bit more and we'll get back to you.
Um,
All right.
on the how dangerous are they? I hit myself in the face. I got a video on it where my hit was just as bad as Phillips,
Yeah.
and I also got a video where I think it was a half an inch plywood, and I was hitting it with a point 0.6 simple shot, 9.5 millimeter ammo, and I was going right through them.
Yeesh.
So,
Yeah, that'll
it,
put a hurting on something.
yes.
So, to go a little farther on that, if you see how track attack shooting, he's pulling back to here. That's like a half long draw, or they call it half butterfly. And that's where you're going to scrape your face. The way I'm shooting right now, short draw, so I'm right here. You're not going to hit anything. Yeah, what he's doing there. And then there's the full butterfly, which is what Weston does in hawk slings. And I'll do some of that in a little while. That's where you can really get whacked on the side of the face. He's
Um,
just, it's part of the sport.
yes, you're right. There's a lot more things to go wrong when you're doing full butterfly.
Yep.
Um, but also, I found out in the distance that I got shooting up here, butterfly to me, it took me a while to actually accept this, but it was too much for overkill. And I didn't need to go with that powerful, so I shortened it down. I found my anchor sweet spot, and depending on the distance, you choose your right where to aim it on the fork. And when you give it some tilt, 45-degree angle, then also your aiming reference changes. And if your anchor point is not where you always keep it, even if you go a little bit further past, you aiming reference changes too. So
Yeah.
if you use a long draw, your aiming reference change, or short draw, it changes also. It's
Yeah.
finding that sweet spot.
Yeah. So, Hawk Weston said he wants to do it live with no edited video. That way, it's a true shootout. I would love to see that.
That'll be great.
Uh, Timu said, "Is this a hobby or a sport?" It's sort of both. Um, there are tournaments, so I guess you could call it a sport. There was one that I went to in March down in Indiana. There was another tournament at the end of May in Pennsylvania out east. There's a few around the country, and the World Championship is coming up in a month or two, and a couple of folks from the U.S. will be there competing. So yes, it's a you could call it a sport for a lot of us. It's a hobby. Uncle Larry, Hawk needs a challenge. Yeah, Hawk, because I played horse against Hawk once, and I was just happy I got him with an H. But after I got him on an H, it was pretty much HORSE for me. There wasn't a lot of competition to it. I live near rivers, and my ultimate goal is to transfer my skills to slingshot fishing. They actually make some nice slingshots that have a Picatinny rail, so you can hook up a reel to it, and then you shoot your ammo out, or you can get a slingshot that shoots arrows for archery. It has a little whisker biscuit in there, and you put your string on there, and you can like shoot at the fish with there, and then you could reel them in. There's if you look around, there's some setups out there. Let's see what else other people are saying.
Shot Green is in the house.
Who is?
Shot Green.
Oh, cool. Somebody, Emix said hi.
James
James,
Land.
Hi from Chattanooga.
Uncle Larry.
Is there a difference between live and edited videos? With edited videos, it's real easy to monkey with them. You could do them uncut, but the problem is there's more pressure when you're up against somebody. When you got somebody going head to head, boom, 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 then there's an added pressure there, and it adds a whole element of fun. But obviously, you can record the live session. I'm using a dead LCD monitor as a target. Now that would be fun. I've got a dream. I want to do a video on my slingshot slow mo series. I need somebody to give me an old iPhone that is basically you can't use it anymore because it won't update. And I want to shoot it because I'm not an Apple guy and I really don't like Apple products. And I want to
I,
shoot one while it's on and just smack that screen hard and film it in slow motion. I think it'd be hilarious.
I shot an Android phone.
Raking Raccoon said howdy. CG Slings is here. Uncle Larry. Everybody's saying hi to each other. I'm trying to get caught up here. I apologize. I was talking to man. No apologies. We didn't know. We can't hear you. Suma, I see that one of you is twisting the band while shooting. Will that technique backfire? Not really. I mean, if it's twisted like this, it's still going to come out. It's still going to go through and come out. But I wouldn't recommend giving it a full twist. I twist it like 90 degrees, maybe. That's not going to hurt anything at all. Slingshot Sam is in the house. What's up, my friend? Daniel Fletcher, what's up from Indianapolis, Indiana? Track, will we ever see you at a tournament? They sure are fun. I think
Yeah.
there's a, I think there's a throwdown coming there, Track. I think you're going to have to do it now. Where's everyone at? Daniel says. Well, all the cool people, all 61 of them are here.
I'm shooting.
Daniel, what?
I'm shooting a simple shot self healing target and the LT2. I mean LT Classic.
Somebody said, what's the best material to use? Daniel. I'm assuming you're talking about the bands. And we use latex. There's a couple of companies that make special latex just for slingshots. It's different than surgical rubber, it's different than exercise bands. It's made for us and it's got a real smooth draw. There's different formulas, but there's 3 or 4 different places that make it, and a lot of people distribute it. Hawk, that's on here, Hawk Slings, he sells the tritium, which is the pink, and I also have the purple. I just had some I needed new short draw bands, and I had some pink that was scrap that was just long enough, so I said, screw it. I usually use purple on my short draw, but these are just fine. Um, let's see what else we got.
Knife nut. Knife. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Knife Nut. Knife Nut. He's a buddy of mine. That's Dallas. He won the amateur division at Midwest Spring Sling. I
Ojo.
helped him a whole bunch. I don't know if you heard that story, Track. I got a video on it. On Friday
Ojo.
during practice, he
Yes.
was messed up and breaking bands and couldn't hit anything. And between Jordan Smothers giving him some quick tips, and then I hung with him all day and helped him out. The next day he came out and couldn't miss.
Yeah.
He couldn't hit nothing on Friday and he couldn't miss on Saturday. I still have my old phone from when I was in high school. That's pretty sad.
Ojo is in the house.
It don't work. I want one that comes on so I can at least see it blow up. I'm gluing material for a frame. Oh yeah, okay, cool. I'm looking forward to see what you cook up there, Sam. Track Attack is the best. Greetings from OJ. Knife Nut is here. Sling Sam's here. Itchy the Killer. Probably want to stay away from Itchy the Killer there, Elvis. For those of you that don't know that since we're all on, Track Attack's name's really Elvis.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to have some fun on my end. You guys can't see it, but I got some boom boom poppers on a couple of my targets that I think I need to shoot at.
Maybe I can hit it from here.
Yeah, let's try and shoot it through your phone, man. A couple of them I just stuck on targets, but because they're skinny, you got to hit them perfect. And I'm not as good a shot as that guy there on the other side. But a couple of them actually put poker chips on top of this thing and tape that all together. So when I hit the poker chip, which is a little bigger, it should go off. Unfortunately, these ones, I went through a pack of them the last couple of days where I bought them, had a lot of duds in there. But they do show out some good sparks. But I had a lot of them that just gave out a puff of smoke and some sparks and no bang. So we'll see what happens.
I
First, I'm
got
going to
a
shoot at. There's a bell on there with one on it. I'm going to try and shoot that. That's a hard one.
I have a question for you and anybody here. You guys shoot with Jimpo, or have you ever tried Jimpo?
I have not.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Jimpo is not for everybody. Jimpo breaks easy and it's a little bit hard to pull, and it's not liked by many people. I heard that. That went boom.
Yeah, you've told me that the Jinpu works really good. It's a little harder pull and has good power, but they break really fast.
They
So if
do,
you make your own bands and you absolutely despise the process, it's probably not good, right?
but see, I like them because the elasticity stays consistent until they break, and when they break at a certain spot,
Yeah.
and
Hey,
every
Track,
time.
I'm going to go through some more comments, but when I'm done, Hawk Slings asked the story. What's the story behind your name? But let me go through a couple of comments first, all right? Let's see. Daniel said about how far y'all away from those targets. I'm not sure what he's at. I'm at 10 meters, 33 feet. That's competition distance for knockdowns in some of the events. So I just practice on these. It's kind of good. You can see my targets and stuff like that.
I'm about
Uh,
15.
okay. Chosen said, hi, Phil. Blessing. I'm still a beginner. I've only tried Simple Shots bands. They're not bad. Simpleshot makes great bands. I just don't like black bands because for me, I guess my eyes are screwed up or I'm just old and cranky. Um, I have trouble seeing the bands to line them up when they're black. The brighter colors just work for me. I'm new to making bands. I just got the orange Y Shot X. It's nice. Cool. Let us know how that orange stuff is sometime, Itchy. I'm curious. I see a lot of their bands are promoted and they have a whole bunch of different ones. So I think we're caught up. So Elvis, why don't you give us the story behind how Track Attack got its name? And I'm
Of
going to try and
course,
hit another exploding target for you guys.
of course. First of all, I'm like maybe 15 meters away from the target, and I got one of the self healing simple shot targets. And simple shot bands, I'm gonna tell you, it's one of the best in my opinion out there. There's a lot
I've
of
heard
good. There's a lot of
I've heard
good bands. Yeah, there's a lot of good bands, but if I'm gonna shoot simple shot bands, I prefer point 0.5, uh, because it gives you enough power to pull. Um, uh, you don't have to really cut them too long to do full butterfly because they're so stretchy, and that's the beauty I like about them. And they last. They're pretty fast too. Uh, but from all of them, I prefer Jimpo. A lot of people hate them, but I like them because they break so often that you always have to change the bands. I don't like a band that lasts too long. It kind of loses elasticity. That's just my personal preference on it. But my name Track Attack actually has nothing to do with slingshots. Um, I like I like racing motorcycles, and I did a little bit of cycling in my younger days. And so when I competed, we used to attack in the track. So that kind of always stuck in my mind when my coach used to say, "Attack, attack," and I would get on my happy feet, start pedaling as fast as I can to catch up with the rest of them. So that's where I got track attack. So it's just something that stuck in my head from my coach, always telling me,
so
"Attack."
so it's nothing to do with slingshots.
Nothing to do with slingshots. And when I race motorcycles and we go to the track, we uh, we do the same thing. We attack in the track. So so it just kind of stuck with me.
Well, I got another boom boom, and then one of the targets, everything just flew off when I hit the spinner and not the thing, and it just everything went flying. So we got two loud bangs. I got one more on a can down there. I'm trying to hit. Hitting the can nice. Itchy. I'm not crazy about the pre-made Simpleshot bands. I have to try and tie up some of my own to decide. I'm not a fan of how they tie the pouches on. I have my way of doing it, and I don't like theirs. Oh, it's got the pow on the can, and it had nothing but sparks. Um,
I have a green bottle over there. It's about 55, maybe 60 yards, just laying on the side. I don't know if you can see it. You
Mrs.
hear that?
Hickson, okay.
You
Mrs.
hear
Hickson,
that?
okay, is asking. No, I didn't. Did you smack it?
Yeah.
Mrs. Hickson, okay, asked Weston, did you get a head-to-head setup? And what Yeet Master said, what the head-to-head needs to happen. So after we're done, Elvis, you have a job.
All right.
I think there's a lot of people that would love to see that. Now, I don't know how we're going to be able to tune in. I think the guys in South Africa that are doing that South Africa versus USA tournament, they're using WhatsApp. And I think you can do four, but I know on Discord, I know Wes is big on the Discord channel for slingshot shooters. They do their horse tournaments and they can have 4 or 5 people online. So I just don't know if you can record it, Weston, because that would be a really fun video to throw on somebody's channel because not everybody will use Discord. But if you can make that work, that'd be awesome. Hey, Yeet, how's it going, man? I think I saw you pop in earlier. Hey, dude, Elvis, we're up to 107 people online.
Oh, right on. Well, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I strongly advise you to.
Yeah, just type in Track Attack 9, tap in Track Attack 911 in YouTube search, and you'll find them.
I'm gonna put up a video today on how important anchor points is, and what are the benefits to stay shooting one consistent table, to build the muscle memory and to keep on practicing over and over again until it kind of clicks. And it happens just like that. Believe it or not, just like almost like riding a bicycle at times. Uh, and is and once you get back on there, it's like automatically your brains just kicks in, and it's almost magical in a way that when your brain gets it, you start hitting the target. And when you get away from shooting that way, it everything just seems not natural. Doesn't seem
Yeah,
right.
that's what I was doing with the butterfly before I injured myself. I was getting comfortable. I was getting accurate. It felt good, and then I just about ripped my face off. And I really don't want to do that again. Yeah, I know Weston's going to call me a wuss, but I am learning a
Kinley
new technique now.
says hi.
I've changed up my method a little bit.
Oh, Mr. Hicks is in the house. Is it?
Is
Yes,
Josh
Mr.
in?
Hicks.
Is Mrs. Hicks is in? Didn't see Josh came in.
Oh, and see if I just says
Mrs. Hickson, okay, is his wife. He might be working. He works weekends, I think.
okay. He says, "Hey Sam," and we have
Yeah, that's his wife.
Yenork
It's Caitlin.
slinging Jess
Slinging
and
Jess. Hey, I just subscribed to his channel. He does some good stuff,
Uncle
and he doesn't have
Larry.
any subscribers. So you guys go out there and subscribe to his channel. He needs a few more. He knows what he's doing.
If you
People
guys
that
have
know
any
what they.
questions, if you guys have any questions for me, just I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Philip. It was
That's all
just kind
right.
of the connection is that there's a little delay.
Oh, Josh is here. Hi. Hickson, okay, I'm just sitting around.
Hey, Josh, if you guys have any questions for me, you're more than welcome to ask me.
Hey, Sling and Jess, put your YouTube channel link in a chat and I'll pin it for people. So maybe we can get you a couple of subscriptions out of this. Yeah, and if you guys haven't subscribed to Track Attack, he's sitting at $7.99. Let's get him to 800. We can do it.
Yeah, surprisingly, I haven't even reached 1,000 yet, but I get a lot of views. Um, I think I get a lot of views because of my good friend Slingshot Sniper. I'm
Yeah.
always, promoting his product, and so anybody that sees him at times, I pop up on his channel. But even
Yeah.
then, still, I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. I'm pretty low.
Steven says, when younger, we made our own slings. It's been many moons. Yes, there's a lot of people that shoot tree forks. They make great slings. I've got a few that I've shot in the past. I gave one away. There's nothing wrong with those. Once you band them up right and learn how to shoot them, they're as accurate as any mass-produced slingshot out there. I'm going to need one that I can actually click on. I can't copy and paste now. Sorry, Andrew. Scruffy Nerd said hello. There's a lot of the regulars in here. I think we attracted them with your name track.
Um, uh, Chat Green asked, "Track, are you holding the pouch directly in front of the ball?" Um,
Yep, I just got it.
um, if you're referring with my the pouch aiming it straight at the target, um, I'm shooting 45-degree angle, so not much more here with a pouch. I'm using a pit pouch and I'm shooting 9.5s. I haven't shot 9.5s in months. Um, but since I know I'm going to recover them, that's why I'm shooting them. But I'm shooting 45-degree angle and 0.55 bands. Uh, I don't know exactly what you mean if I'm holding my pouch in front of the ball, but I try to keep it the same direction to the target and aim at the same spot all the time.
All right. I got my Axiom X out. Hey, you were talking about your frame hits track? Look at my
Yes.
Axiom X.
Oh, wow.
It's got a lot of loving on it.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. I'm one of those people. It's like, yeah, I want my frames to look nice, but you know what? If I got a frame hit on it, that just means I was playing and I was having a good time. Like we say in our RC hobby, if you're not crashing, you're not trying.
Hey, I do want to pinpoint one thing that I don't know if this is just psychological or that there's a lot of physics behind this. But when I put my bands on my slingshot, I always make sure that the fold, this crease right here, is
Yeah.
always facing me. The fold is always facing me.
Yeah.
When I turn it the other way around like that, when it's facing away from me, my shots tends to go a little bit to the left.
Well, I normally on short draw, I use a V fold. So just a bifold. And I have them facing up so they're facing me. On the long draw, I'm going with what Josh and Weston taught me at the tournament in March. They do a trifold. In the way we have them, we have a half twist in one of the bands. So the V is out on both sides. And when you pull it back with the half twist, the bands line up perfect. So
Okay.
I'm going by what they taught me. I don't know if it's the perfect way, but they're a lot better shooter than me. So I'm going to go with it for a while.
Yeah. There's a lot of good shooters out there. Lots of them.
Okay, Raking Raccoon said, I'm getting used to the Axiom. I've had a couple fork hits. I'm glad I'm shooting clay. Yeah, if clay won't damage them, it'll leave a white spot. My nice Axiom G10, I got a hammered fork hit. I was being really stupid, and I actually split the layer of G10, and I just got some really fine sandpaper, sanded it down, cleaned it up, smoothed it out, And then I found if I put a little lightweight gun oil on it, just rub it in and then wipe it off, it blends it in and it's even hard to even tell it was there. It does look like he's pinching in front of the ball, but if it works, it works. That's what Uncle Larry says. What's the ammo like? We use stones and marbles when we were poor. We're using 8mm steel ammo. It's really not expensive. You can get a couple thousand rounds for 30 bucks in different online places. And the beauty is I have a catch box or a catch net. It all just falls on the ground. I get a magnet and I reuse it. So I paid $30 in February for a couple thousand rounds and I still got plenty left. So I think that's very economical. Clay is good if you're out in the country and you don't want to fill the countryside up with steel because it turns into mud when it gets wet. And the clay I like shooting is from Walmart, $10 for 1,500. I know Track uses the stuff he gets off of Amazon and has good success with it because I've seen his shots and they're pretty dead on. So that's what we use. I grew up with the Marksman tube slingshots. Yep, that's the old wrist rockets and stuff. You can take that Marksman if you still got it and put some of these flat bands on it. Your mind will be blown.
Pit pouches,
I
it's good. This guy, Hicksenock, Hicksenock, pit pouches, pitch and roll. Uh, if you're referring to pit pouches, they're the best. I don't think I would have been able to do the same shots I do without the pit pouch. I rely heavily on them.
I only shoot pit pouches. It just helps me know that I've got the ammo centered in the pouch better.
Correct.
Nothing like good old pinch and roll. I'm using the Wally World clay and have the Amazon clay waiting. Elvis, Mr. Track uses the Amazon clay. I
They're out
use
of
the
stock
Walmart
right
stuff.
now.
Huh? It's
They're
out
out
of
of
stock.
stock. Yeah,
Or I guess you're gonna have to go to Walmart, man.
well, I get the ones from Amazon. It's $28 and you get 7,000 rounds. And I like the white clay because you can see where your ammo is going.
That's
Now
why
the
I like the
Walmart,
Walmart stuff too, because it's white.
yeah, the Walmart clay, I tried it too. When you hit something with the Walmart clay, I noticed that it doesn't splatter. It just kind of gets oval shaped. It has something on it that is just kind of makes it like putty almost in a way. It's hard. It's good. It's a good ammo. I like it.
Somebody said slinging just high style is the only way. And while I can't disagree with you, Jess, it does keep it centered well. But it's not for everybody. But I know there's some really good shooters using it. Personally, I can't. I have some nerve damage from this knuckle down, so when I touch my finger, it tingles like the blood flow is gone. When I'm shooting, I'm anchored on that knuckle. But I couldn't shoot. I've tried high style on speed, and I can't feel where the ammo's at in the pouch. So I just flat out can't do it. But I know there's a lot of really good shooters that do it. Fireworks stand just gave me 5 packs of poppers for free. Dude, you hit the jackpot. So get out and blow some crap up, man. Y'all should switch to paintball. Nah, paintball's paintball hurts when it hits. I'm a wuss.
I tried paintball and it was hard for me to hold it in the pouch. I couldn't get it's so big that I just
Yeah,
couldn't
people
get
have
it.
asked. I'd be worried that if you pinch too hard and when you have a heavy band, they would just pop on you.
Yeah, probably.
Andrew said, I haven't tried any clay ammo yet. I would like to, and I would like to get some pit pouches. Well, there's a lot of places that'll sell you pit pouches. They're really not expensive, they're just worth their weight in gold, I think. And we've told you where to get the clay ammo.
Yeah,
You can. Let me read some more comments. You can do the stream. It's a love-hate relationship. The hive. I'm assuming. Uh, Mario said started laughing at us. Mario, it's happened to me before. I've used paintball and it's popped. So finally, somebody can say yes. That's true. So All right, so back to shooting. We've caught up on our comments.
Yeah, I actually prefer to shoot clay when I'm doing some really precision shots because it flies fast and at a it stays pretty consistent at around 15, even up to 20 yards. More than that, it's just not very consistent. And I don't know, when I shoot clay, it's just I can hit the target pretty good uh, without really uh I don't know. It's just seems better for me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nothing
now,
wrong with clay.
no, and with having a lot of houses around here, shooting steel ammo, man, I'm afraid one of these days somebody's gonna knock on my door saying I broke their window or
Well,
something
I'm
like that.
lucky. I'm shooting against my garage. If I miss the garage completely, I've really screwed something up.
And I
Somebody
have
asked if we
two
were
acres.
the original asked if we were shooting bearings. Yes, I'm shooting 8 millimeter bearings. Elvis there, Track Attack is shooting 9.5. 7 millimeter, 8 and 9.5 are the preferred sizes for tournament shooting. The clay pellets are normally 9.5 millimeter. So about the same as what he's using, just a little bit lighter, and they disintegrate on impact. I make my own clay. I buy air dry clay and kind of roll them up myself. I wish they had a mold. Yeah, it seems like it'd be kind of hard to make those perfectly round, Mario.
I
But
tried. I tried. I have a lot of clay here, and I
mhm.
rolled them before, and I put it next to a little fire that I got back there, and surprisingly, they're freaking hard. They put out a punch. I shot them, and it splatters, but I mean, when I go check out the damage, there's like I shot the tree, and there's a big indentation on the tree from the clay.
Yinork asks, what feet per second do you get with a slinger? The short draw, I have a chronograph. With this setup, I'm getting about 210 feet per second. This one only draws back to here. Right now, I'm shooting long draw where we pull way back. And the way I have my bands cut, I'm getting about 260. Um, you can cut the bands thicker, you can make them wider, you'll get more speed. I just target shoot. I don't need super high speed, but I've seen some folks with a chronograph get over 300. So we getting some zip on those babies.
Yeah, the speed is not everything. I think accuracy is better.
Yenark said it sounds like a fun sport to do with a paintball, but you're on your own on that one because I'm not squeezing it. You can shoot each other with those. Which one would win with a suitable paintball? Well, I've done a paintball thing one time and I didn't like what it felt like. So I'm not, that would never happen with me. I don't know if Yak would let it happen. I can tell you that at the boys' camp that I go to a year ago, one of the kids said, I was shooting clay. He goes, those things hurt if they hit me? I said, I don't know. Go out there and let's shoot you. So he went out about 60 feet or so, 50 feet, and I smacked him in the butt with a pair of jeans on. Let's just say he didn't want to do it again.
Yeah, especially if you put those balls in the freezer and let it get hard. The
CG says,
paintballs.
I wish I had clay at the moment. I'd shoot at the cat in my tree, driving the dogs crazy.
Oh,
I've shot, I get a raccoon in my yard frequently, and he gets chased out with some clay balls to the butt. I'm not going to kill him. He's probably going to come back, but he's going to go home with a bruise. Yeah, I've gotten clay from my backyard, but I put them in my toaster oven to bake. That'll harden them up.
I'll tell you that simple shot self healing targets. The ammo
Yeah.
gets stuck in there. It's the
Is
rubber is
is
so
that the
soft.
is that the orange silicone one with the two holes on the top you can run a string
Yeah,
through?
yeah.
I've got one of those, and I haven't had that yet, but I've got one hanging out there. I was shooting it today.
I got one ammo stuck in there right now, and it
Somebody
makes
said, "Don't shoot animals."
yeah,
Well,
that's right. Unless you're gonna eat them.
I'm yeah, I chipmunks are a huge pest in my neighborhood, so I shoot at a few of those, but otherwise we can't hunt legally with these in the state that I live in.
I
We're
have
one of
two.
17 states where it's banned.
I have 2 acres, and there's a lot of squirrels here for me to shoot, but I don't shoot them. I don't like
Yeah.
hurting them. I feel I get a little too nervous and miss and hurt the
Yeah.
animal.
Mario says I've done a lot of rat hunts with my slingshot. It's pretty fun. Mario, where are you from, man? Are you from the US or are you from some other country? We get people from all over on this on these live streams. I've had all 7 continents represented. I had somebody from Antarctica a couple of weeks ago.
Oh wow, we have 147 people watching.
Yep. 35 likes. Mario's asking, you guys are pretty cool. I want to know how I can subscribe to your channel. Well, if you go down into the description area of this live stream, it's my stream. So there should be an option to view my channel and subscribe there. And if you go on YouTube to the search bar and type in TrackAttack911, that's Elvis's channel. And you can hit the subscribe button there. I'm sure he would not mind.
Just like this, Track Attack 911. You get to see some of my videos I post where I shoot small things.
But you know what's really cool, Track, is Mario thinks we're cool.
Hey, that's even better.
Yeah. Um, Mario, evasive species, I understand, but like cats and dogs, I wouldn't do it. No, I wouldn't either. Chipmunks are pests. They chew your house up. They make a mess out of things and they damage your house. So, the reason I shoot at raccoons, I know people say don't shoot at animals. I had a raccoon get on my roof a couple of years ago and shoot a hole this big in it, and it cost me a $10,000 roof to fix it. So, um, I don't want raccoons around. Dual cams, one next to the target. I've tried that, but you're only allowed 2 feeds, and he's on one and I'm on the other. We can zoom in a little bit. I do have a microphone down there so you can hear when I hit stuff. Mario says he's in Kentucky and we're only allowed to hunt invasive species. We're not even allowed to hunt invasive species here. Dual cams, one, yeah, I know. Bet you can't shoot an acorn from a mile away. I bet you we can't either because we won't go a mile. However, Mr. Josh Hicks in Oklahoma, he was out squirrel hunting one day and he missed the squirrel, but he knocked the nut right out of the squirrel's hands.
I like
Nobody
Hicks.
lives.
He's a good guy.
Nobody lives in Antarctica. Nobody lives there permanent, but the dude was there probably on a scientific mission working at one of the outposts and was hanging out with us for an hour. So it's cool.
There's a squirrel over there by the tree. That's a perfect target for me, but I'm not gonna hit it. Instead, I'm gonna hit the barrel and scare the crap out of it.
12:23 p.m. in our country. What's yours? We're US. It is 1:55 here. 23 a.m. So you're at night. Yeah, you're up late, man. So what country are you in? You're 8 with what? You're 10 hours ahead, so you're probably way over in like Russia, Asia maybe. Whatever hobby gets one away from the wife is good. My wife and I get along well. But my
Let's
other
see who
hobby,
we got.
RC planes, my wife will often say, the
Oh,
weather's pretty
sad.
nice out. You need to be
Andy. Andy
flying.
Lowe's is in the house.
Hey, Andy Low Plinks showed up.
The hubby one. Mario. Mario Chino.
Yeah, Mario, shoot either one of us a message. Go to our YouTube channel. If you're on Facebook, Mario, look me up. I'm Philip Hinkle, Hinkle. You'll see a picture of my red slingshot on my profile. I'd be glad to hang out with you and send you messages and talk slings and junk like that. I am in,
The hubby
Bobby asked
one.
where I'm at. I'm in Wisconsin.
Hobby one ask, hello from Africa, South Africa.
Oh, oh,
That's
cool.
far away. Yeah,
I bet you would
that's not.
try if the challenge was hit the wife a mile away. Come on, guys. Some people actually enjoy being married. Joseph said, hello, what's up? Benny Bang Bang. McMurdo Base is the U.S. base in Antarctica. That might be where he was at. I think his name was Randy. I can't remember. It was a couple weeks ago. Had to check the law 3 times in order to make sure that we were allowed to honey species. Hi from South Africa. How's it going? That's New Zealand is in the house.
New Zealand.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just on a troll stroll. Well, Yen York, you asked a couple of very okay questions, so you're a better troll than most. So we'll let you hang around for a little while if you want. Are you a part of Royal Rangers? Yes, I am, Waffle Cone. We still have an outpost here in my church. I'm a leader. I was in it in the 60s when it first started, and I've been part of it wherever I was at, and they had one. We just got done with our boys' camp last weekend, and we had 200 boys there, and Slingshots was one of the events. We went through 4 cans plus of Walmart ammo, which means we went through over 6,000 rounds of ammo while I was there, which was a lot of fun.
Woman be crazy sometimes. Yeah,
Up in
I
Ireland,
remember correctly. I think you're allowed to hunt
of the kid games.
Oklahoma with slingshot. That is true. You can hunt in Oklahoma with slingshot, and you can do that here in Alabama too. However, here in Alabama, in order to hunt anything, you have to go to, I think it's a 2 day class, and you have to pay for whatever the license are. I I never hunt, so
Yeah, I
I.
know. Josh Hicks hunts in Oklahoma all the time. He takes squirrels. He's actually gone squirrel hunting on a live stream.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I know he said his son's killed a bunch. So yes, you are allowed to hunt in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I need some tips. I'm rock about 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter thick, and it's as heavy as you know what. Yeah, Mario, you're way overpowering your ammo there, buddy. If you go to my channel, I have a course called Slingshot Basics that goes over some of the different pieces like grips, ammo, aim, anchors, all those kind of things. You might get a nugget or two out of there, and then feel free to ask me some questions, and I'd be happy to help, buddy.
I think matching your ammo with your bands is very important. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, at times I shoot uh, clay with a .6, and it's too much of an overkill. You still hit the target, but it's not. You're not gonna be uh, all that successful at it until
Yeah,
you match your bands correctly.
that's when you get band slap. And by me, band
Yeah,
slap, if your bands are too strong for your ammo, it goes through, and because the ammo didn't chew up all the energy, they come flying back and hit you in the hand. And
right.
it's
Point
not the most
four.
comfortable feeling in the world.
I'm a lot more accurate with .4 because I don't shake as much when I'm pulling the bands, but it's not as fast for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. .4, I have to pull it a little bit farther than I want. So I need to shorten the bands.
Get some of this from Hawk. It's 0.45.
Okay. So .5 for me kind of is right in the middle because I don't have to really pull it too far out and I don't have to shorten it too much. So then
Yeah.
I found my taper right where I want it and my anchor point with the .5. I found that a lot faster than I did with the .4 because point
I'm
four is just too stretchy.
Yeah. Benji Bang Bang says we use steel ball bearings for ammo here. That's what I'm using today. I shoot mostly 8 millimeter steel, and Elvis there's using 9.5. Um, but get some of the bands from Hawk, some of the latex from him. The .45, a lot of people using it, and I like it. We use a sling for chasing monkeys and baboons from going into our camp areas. That sounds fun, especially if you're using clay. Cousin gave me a compound bow. Archery and slings cross over a whole lot. A lot of the fundamentals between the two cross over. In fact, if you were watching my live stream a couple years ago from my buddy's house, he's been shooting archery 50 years, and I showed him how to do long draw. He pulled it back, hit the target on the first shot long draw.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. Bearings
Hey,
come in all different sizes and weights. Yeah.
I wanna say one thing on that I do different than some people. You know, when everybody tells you find your dominant eye first,
Mhm. Yeah.
and because that's what you're gonna how you're gonna shoot better. I think that's important. But see, I shoot totally the opposite. Uh, I hold the slingshot with my right hand, but my dominant eye. It's actually my right eye.
Yes,
So
you're
I'm
shooting
totally
backwards.
the opposite. Yeah, but I much rather do that and use my dominant hand to hold the slingshot than to use my dominant
Yeah.
eye
I can
because
relate
it's
to
more
that.
of an instinct.
Yeah. Mario said, I went turkey hunting with my sling and got two turkeys. That's the biggest game that I've heard taken with a slingshot. That's pretty impressive, Mario. Back to his thing with the dominant eye. When I was learning to be an instructor for archery, we did the whole dominant eye thing. That was one of the first things they did with us. And there's two tests. One where you point with a finger at an object and you close one eye and then you close the other eye. And whichever eye keeps your finger on the target means that's your dominant eye. Well, with that test, I was left eye dominant and I'm left handed. I said, it sounds about right. And then I did the test where you do this thing and the person looks to see what eye you're looking at them with. And that was my right eye. So I'm kind of dominant in both eyes. So I think that this test is stronger, is more accurate. So I started shooting right handed. And that's how I shoot slingshot. And I think, like Track said, it helped me get accurate quicker. Not that I'm a sniper by any stretch, but because I'm left handed and I left hand hold, I think it helps me hold it steadier, like Elvis was saying. So
Yeah,
there's some merit
instinct.
to that.
I think I find my instinct shooting to be a bit more accurate, holding the slingshot with my dominant hand than I would aiming with with your dominant eye.
Yeah. Slingshot says Sam said he's working on a DIY with micarta and brown burlap. That'll be kind of pretty. In New Zealand, we invented bungee jumping, so we're good at sort. So you know your latex rubbers there. It's
Benjamin
not.
Bang. He says I use 75-pound draw for my compound bow here. 75
Holy
pounds,
crap!
that's a lot of weight.
I've tried to pick up a
That's a
friend's
lot of weight.
compound that was set at 70. I couldn't even budge the string. So
Josie
somebody,
Davis says hi.
Mike
Hi,
said you need
Josie.
to get. Yeah, Mike said you need to get a magnet to pick up your ammo. I do have one. It's not a roll magnet, but I go down and pick it all up when I'm done.
I got a 350-pound magnet. It picks up pretty good.
Yeah, I'll bet. I go to the recycling center and ask to buy all the old bearings that they have. They usually give me a good deal on it. Hey, not a bad idea, Mario. Never thought of that. Take my
Yeah.
glasses off. Both my eyes are both. Ah, that's funny, Andrew. See you, Slam. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for popping in.
I
70.
have bad
Man,
eyes. My eyes are not all that great.
my eyes are
There's a
pretty
there's a
decent.
chance. My wife said you should try to hit a card blindfolded, and I think I might give it a try.
Well, the one thing that
So
I
for
saw that I haven't tried yet. I saw Double D's doing it. You know who that is, Elvis?
oh, when he turns his head and
Yeah,
he goes
he
like
lines
this.
up and then turns his head and hits the target. I haven't tried that, but I gotta try it.
Yeah, I need to try. I'm gonna try it right now. Nah.
I'm sure he practiced that a few times.
Let's see. I totally missed the everything. The bullet went, probably killed a bird somewhere.
Andrew says when he pulls off his glasses, it's all blurry, even with his dominant eye.
Yeah. Put him back on.
Andrew, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. CM said, stay to the right, whatever that means.
Does the weather affect your band's elasticity? Yes, it does. That's
Yes,
not a comment
especially
on it.
in the
I just
cold.
asked.
I've been told these pink bands, when you try and shoot them in the cold, they just die. And
Yeah.
I have theories about heat and humidity. I shoot the Hawk Sling Purple, the Tritium Purple on my short draw. When I come out here this earlier this week when we were like 92 degrees and 75-degree dew point, it was like you're standing in a sponge. All my shots were 2 or 3 inches low, and I literally had to move my anchor down to get back on target. Somebody said the heat shouldn't affect your bands, but I wonder if the humidity either affected the rubber or because the air was so thick, it just couldn't travel through it. I know heat and humidity affect aircraft flight a whole lot, and pilots have to be aware of that when they're flying in heat and humidity.
Stay on your right. His
I don't know
hands
what he
move
means there.
left. And, looked
How many
away.
FPS are they flying? Oh, he said stay to your. He said your hand moved left when you looked away. How many feet per second on my short draw, which is this shot? This one here. The normal
Chief
bands I use on
AJ
here give
texting
me
again.
about 210 feet per second. These with the long
Wow.
draw, I can get about 250, 260.
I'm not really much into speed. I'm more into accuracy.
Chef AJ takes big game with a sling bow. Dude, that's hardcore. Benji said, New Zealand is very, very nice. We're allowed bows and crossbows, no license needed. My crossbow is 225-pound draw weight. So very much extreme.
Wow.
Holy crap. Is that one of those I've seen where they take them and they literally have to go like to get them back? I
Yeah.
tried a 70-pound and I couldn't do it.
You have to pull up and down and use some kind of different muscles from your back. Yeah. I'll stick with slingshot.
Yeah, with my 6-pound draw weight. It's pretty impressive
12
though
pounds back.
that I can get 260 feet per second drawn this way,
You'll
and I
be,
bet the draw's not 7 or 8 pounds total.
you'll be surprised. When I made that video going through half an inch plywood using zero point 0.6 Simpleshot bands with a 9.5 millimeter, and it was going right through it. Imagine what it would do to a human skull. It
Yeah,
would. I'm telling you, a slingshot, in my opinion, can seriously uh,
yeah. There's
hurt
I
someone.
keep
If
I keep seeing it on my feed. There's some dude that says, "Can will a slingshot kill a person?" He's got a ballistics dummy skull, and he gets one of those sling guns where you put a slingshot on the end of a wood, and he uses the big fat latex, and it destroys it pretty hard. But I bet if he took some really good slingshot latex like what we're using, some heavier stuff, it'd be even more dangerous.
I got a video, I haven't posted. I did it last year before my son went to Colorado, where I had a ballistic head and I shot it with a 9 millimeter bullet, uh, 22, and a baby CO2, and then I shot it with the slingshot. And of course, 9 millimeter bullet went right through it. I mean, the skull, and yeah, and I was using the the blue barrel holding the head. But when I shot it with the with 9.5, a full draw. Let me tell you, it went right in and stuck in the brain.
Wow. Somebody said
Yeah.
heat definitely does affect the bands. He said this person Andrew said he's had bands just break because of the heat. Uh, Benji said his friend has a 700-pound pull bow. My crossbow couldn't be pulled by hand; had to use a string. Holy smokes! And then somebody said Ruger said David took down Goliath with one. Well, I don't think David was using a slingshot like we are. He was using a parasling where it's got the pouch that holds a big rock and you and those are like a trebuchet, a handheld trebuchet. So you can generate some serious kinetic energy with one of those. And plus, it was a perfect shot right to the temple. It took down Goliath. Got the roll,
Yeah.
fellas. Joseph, thanks for popping in, man. Tin Man, greetings from Oklahoma. Got a few people in here today from
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
It is 110 degrees out here.
You're hardcore, dude. It's like 80 degrees here and I'm in the shade. It's freaking awesome.
It's 110 here.
Yeesh. I don't know how you haven't melted already.
Well, I think it's like 98 or 99, but the real feel, they said with the humidity, it's 110.
This is funny. Benji said Davy, as in David and Goliath. Davy swinging the rock in a sock. That's kind of how it works. Ruger Framing, Missouri boy here. Welcome. Thanks for popping in. I'm from Wisconsin, and my buddy here, Track Attack, better known as Elvis. He's from Alabama, where it's smoking. It's 100 and stupid, right, Elvis?
Yeah, something like that. It's pretty
Had a
hot.
friend from had a friend from Georgia, and that's what he used to call it in the summer. 100 and stupid.
So I'm working on my slingshot room, and I got almost all the shelves put up. And I order, well, my wife ordered it for me. It's this Track Attack logo, and I gotta put it on my wall. So once the room is ready, I'm gonna do a video on it where show all my slingshot collection. Think it's gonna be cool.
You've got quite a collection. I've got like 5 or 6. I believe that ammo, CMB said, believe that ammo will knock the marbles out of you if you'd get hit by those you have in your hand. Yeah, you'll feel it. You wouldn't like it if we hit you. Hey, Cody's here. How's it going, man? Are the twins
Cody,
have the twins arrived yet, Cody? I just got back from out west and came home to hot and humid. Hot ain't bad. It's the humid that sucks.
Cody,
Studied the
Roger.
Nephilim. Balearic Sling. That's right. Pan Slings, I think, is a company. I have tried using one of those and I have got to practice more. My problem is I live in a city and I live in town and there's nowhere for me to fling anything where I have enough clearance that if something goes awry, I'm not going to hurt somebody or something. I tried with a wiffle golf ball, but there's just not enough weight there to have any inertia to see if I'm doing it right. But I've got one that I made out of paracord. But every time I've tried it, it usually goes straight up in the air or straight into the ground. Clip
I
feed
love shooting
slingshot with the
9.5s.
magnet. Thomas asks if you tried the new clip feed slingshot with a magnet. No, I've seen them on Amazon. They're like 150 bucks. Y Shot X, and the ones on Amazon are
My shot
CNC
X is
machine.
good.
Yeah, the one on Amazon is machined aluminum, CNC machine, which is really high quality. Y Shot X has the same slingshot 3D printed with stainless steel supports on the side for strength for like $55. And I need to order me one. I just need YouTube to pay me a little bit of money from some of the money I've made there. And I want to get one to review for my channel. They look cool. It looks like you could really shoot fast. But here's the deal. It's a novelty thing because if you're going to go to a tournament and you want to shoot the sling competition, which is one of the 4 disciplines you have to do, you're not allowed to use magnets. So the magnet pouch and the feed would be outlawed. It would not be allowed. So
Yeah.
it's cool. It's impressive. It'll be a fun novelty thing to show off, but you're not going to have a feasible. If you're a competitive shooter, it's not going to be of much use to you other than just fun. I think they're about 90 Canadian on AliExpress. That's not terrible. Well, 90 Canadian would be like $20 American. No, just kidding. That's not a bad price. I wonder if it's the iShot X version or the machined aluminum. I've just never bought anything on AliExpress. CMB
I
just
bought a
subscribed.
couple of
Thanks.
things.
Thanks, CMB. If you like Track Attack, and Mr. Elvis there, my friend on the right, his channel, just type in TrackAttack911 and you'll find his. He's got some cool videos.
Yeah, see some
And
of
he's a
my videos.
Deadeye. He's a sniper. Have you
I
ever
try
tried
to.
building your own slingshot? I got a, tree fork out of some dead wood in my yard and I tried to make one and it was a disaster. I mean, it shot, but I over engineered it and I made it way too big. And I could fix it, but I don't have the right tools in a workshop to seriously sit down and make one. However,
Yeah.
I do have this little guy that I don't shoot much anymore from Hickson, Oklahoma. This is a custom made, it's called the Piston, made out of G10. And once I discovered long draw with the regular huge gap slingshot, I'm just so much more accurate with this than I am this. I love this thing. It's beautiful and it was very reasonably priced. There's a lot of folks out there making custom slings. If you want some of the most beautiful pieces of artwork, RVA Catapults, Moan Waller, that guy builds some crazy cool looking stuff. But they're very pricey too because it's all hand done with a Damascus steel core, which makes it even cooler. All right, let's get caught up on some guests or chats.
I
Cody
I
King.
blew a hole. I blew a
Yeah,
hole on my target. That's self healing, and it was brand new.
you sound like Weston. He'll take a spinner no matter how well you build it, and within a day he's destroyed it. Cody said
I
five
keep
dollars in
hitting it in the
freedom
same
units.
spot.
Andrew Douglas, I think you could definitely use that magnetic slingshot for hunting. Yes. Just curious how much speed you're going to have. But it'd be nice because you got the magazine and everything right there. It's going to have tubes on it. They don't look like overly excessive tubes. So you could probably take a squirrel or something small with it. I don't know if you're going to knock a rabbit down with it. Are you able to recycle the ammo? Yes, I use steel bearings. I don't know if you can see it in there, 8 millimeter, and I have a magnet down there when I'm done. That black piece, it's like a mesh tarp, and it just catches the ammo and drops it on the ground. So I've been using the same 2,000 rounds of ammo since like February or January when I ordered it. That is a beautiful frame Josh built. And I sort of learned to shoot long draw with it, and then I just wasn't accurate. But then when I picked up my old Axiom and started shooting long draw, I was more accurate. Granted, I need to
I
spend
love the
some time.
Axiom.
Yeah, I need to spend some more time with it, but I'm not going to get rid of it. I love the thing. I have a
I'm going
magnetic
right
pouch,
through
and they're
the
not
front.
really all that good because the weight of the magnet plus the weight of the steel will not compensate with the. That's true. You've got an extra pull that band has to propel that ammo out of. He's got some beautiful slingshots. I want a Herbie frame. Looks really nice. I noticed that Cody and I would love to have it. Ah, I had that custom built in the colors I wanted. He had one at the Midwest Spring Sling, and I was tempted to buy it, but I asked if I give you the money, will you make me one in the colors I want? He said, yeah. So I told
Or
him, I
if you
said,
want to
you can
go
teach.
fancy,
Yeah.
I say, or
Oh
if you
yeah,
want to go
slingshot
fancy,
sniper. Slingshot sniper. He
you
built
can
some
go
beautiful.
slingshot sniper.
His are beautiful.
Uh, it, oh yeah, his are masterpieces,
How much?
and
How
like
much
the
do his cost?
terrain.
What's American price for one of
Um,
those?
I think one. I don't know the
Like
last
the new
because I
Duran.
get in. No, no, it's not. It won't be 1,000. It'll be like with the shipping and everything. It's probably like 550, 600, something like that.
Yeah, that's too rich for
But
my blood. I need a bigger YouTube channel that makes more money before I can afford one of them.
I think but I think now they're more like 350 or 400.
Yeah, but shipping
But
from
I think
Germany is probably.
well, I shipped them not too long ago. I shipped them two shirts. I mean, I'm sorry, three shirts. One just like this says Track Attack, and then I shipped in two that says Slingshot Sniper.
Yeah.
He didn't have any, so I shipped it. And with the design of the shirt and all that, it cost me about 250 to ship it.
I'm
So
not a
the
big,
shipping there is pretty expensive.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Turan style. The one he used to have before, I really liked, but I couldn't
Oh, the
afford it. So
Hawkeye,
yeah, I love the
the
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
I
you've got
have
one you want to
several of
send
them.
me to get rid of, I'll take it.
I'll think about that one. But let me tell you,
Um,
he's got
yeah.
he's got some he's got well, I'm gonna splurge it, but he's got some new Hawkeye designs coming up,
Cool.
and it's
Don't
gonna.
tell us any
Uh,
more than that. He might have to shoot you.
uh, no, I won't say anymore. He'd probably get mad at me, but there's some cool new things coming up from
Yeah.
Slingshot Sniper, and I
Um,
am excited. We talk about it all the time.
Thomas asked, "What kind of speed are you getting?" And this has been asked a few times, but we'll keep answering it as long as people are asking it. This is a short draw slingshot where when I shoot it, I only come back to here, and I get about 210 feet per second. What I'm shooting right now is long draw, where I'm pulling it back much farther. I'm using 0.45 latex, which is pretty thin, but this I'm pulling way back like this, and I'm getting about 260. What are you getting, Track Attack?
I, I have one of those things too. What do you call this? Chronometer,
Chronograph.
cronies,
Chronograph.
chronograph. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, on a point 0.5, if I'm shooting 8 millimeter, I a maximum speed. I mean, full butterfly. I'm reaching like probably 340s, three
Wow.
thirties,
That's ripping.
or yeah. But when I go heavier, it drops to um some like 230.
Yeah. If you could put too heavy a band on, you're going to drop your speed. And our,
Yeah.
let's see, Cody King says, for my piston from Josh Hicks, he says, do a drawing for it, but only me and Andrew are in it. Ah. Yeet says, new refrigerator ordered, I guess. Okay. You're too
It's
modest. Your
lovely.
YouTube channel is doing very well, Philip. Yes, I'm very excited because it's blown up since about February. It's cool.
I I
But you got to
agree,
have a
Philip.
lot
You
more
have
traffic to make any kind of money at it. I haven't even got my first payment yet. I think if I go and I set the analytics to 90 days, I think my total estimated revenue is like $160. And that's how much work that you put in to get to that point. So
you
building a
have a
YouTube
really good
following that
channel.
you can make a living at is a lot of work. What
You
length
have
band?
uh, you have a really good channel, Philip. Very nice channel. And
Well, everybody get out there and watch
yeah.
it so I can make more money and buy cool slingshots to review. That's kind of what I want to do with some of them. I do have a new review coming out next week. I got this in the mail from Amazon, but there's a secret to it. It's a nice knife. It was
Oh
under
wow.
$20. Let's just say
Oh, that's pretty cool.
the glass breaker. Check this out. I'm giving you guys a sneak peek. I'm showing you this now, but you darn better watch my video when it comes out on Friday. I need the traffic. This glass breaker pops out. And you know what fits in the end? A slingshot. So
Oh, no way.
you have a knife slingshot combo. I didn't like the tubes on it. They were double tubes and really fat, so I put some of my regular tubes from my speed shooter on it, and it's much better. So it'll be fun to carry out in the woods or to take camping. But I'm using the knife
That's
as my
awesome.
everyday knife carry now. So now that I've told you guys what it is, I expect more than 60 views on that review, which is funny. Did you see my review on that crazy slingshot from Amazon that rotates and has gimbals and junk on it?
Oh, seen
I
that one.
ordered one.
Yes.
I just thought it was weird, and I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. My worry is that some of the mechanism is going to break and hit you in the face. That's why I kind of marked it down. But it what didn't shoot terrible. That thing's got 17,000 views on it. It's made enough money
Wow.
on the YouTube monetization to pay for the slingshot. So there's that.
ICH the Killer,
Itchy, Itchy the Killer.
1981.
He's a riot.
He, yeah, he asked what length bands.
Do you want me to go into the science of that, or do you want to cover it?
Well, it depends what you're
Itchy, you
shooting. I
yeah,
think.
you've been in this a while, so you know the formulas. You know how to
Yeah.
figure out what your maximum length is for maximum performance. I could go a lot shorter on my long draw, but I'm still not a perfect long draw guy. So I know a lot of people are shooting 250 or 280. Mine are 300. I think I made these at 295. I'm shortening them just a little bit every now and then. I'm not after speed. I'm after target shooting. I'm not trying to kill stuff. So I'm just having fun. So I don't need the total 300 feet per second ripping, but I'm shooting 300 on this, and I forget on short draw what my length is. It's 6. I'm shooting about an extra inch on my short draw over maximum. So I'm getting good speed, but I get a little bit of extra longevity out of it. That's my theory.
Uh, Mr. Killer said, uh, I shoot draw. I do 190, trying 180 now. And let me tell you, 190, it's good. I shoot 190 also, and it's a sweet spot right there. But I shorten it down a little bit more because I'm shooting 45-degree angle, and you know, long draw for me, it has become more of an overkill. Even though it's actually pretty cool to shoot, you get a lot of power on it. But I
I
think
like
that
it
if
because
you
it
go
just looks
too
cool.
far, I think that if you go too far, I mean, if you don't cut your bench just right and you got too much slack on your full butterfly, you lose some power, and it's not as fast as you think. It has to really be stretched out. Like you get a really good resistance when you do full butterfly. Then you know you're reaching that maximum power. Want to see what shoots what shoot
Sorry about that.
Mario
Had
Tino.
to go reset some stuff. Thomas
Um,
says, "What speeds do you find the most accurate?" I don't know. What I'm
mm,
shooting now works for me. I have not overdone things to the point of it was diminishing returns. So
I used to in Colorado before I had any this yard like this I do now. I will go to the park and I will have a little setup over there, and I will shoot this one. This is my very first slingshot from Simpleshot,
mhm.
and I kid you not, I will shoot this for about 5 6 hours a day, and I will have so much fun. I created a trigger finger where I could move my finger back for a long time. It hurt all the way here. I couldn't
Carpal
shoot,
tunnel in your
but
thumb.
but I really enjoyed it. But shooting too, if you shoot for so long, I think you can only practice so long for an extensive period of time during the day. Past that, I think you kind of get a little tunnel vision or tunnel visual shooting where you miss the
Yep.
target more than you actually hit it.
And you get frustrated.
And yeah, it happens to
I,
me at times. Like
yeah, I
if I'm
agree.
if I'm gonna post Yeah, if I'm gonna post a video and I already got the shot in my head, like shooting the match with the cards spinning, I will give that a try. If I'm not feeling it that day and I miss more than twice, I stop. I'll move to a different target, or sometimes I just won't do it and try the next
Yep.
day. Um,
It, it's kind of right in line with I teach people to fly RC airplanes at the club. And when I'm teaching a new pilot, they might be doing okay at what I'm telling them to do, and they might fly a circuit or two, and they're doing really well, and all of a sudden they can't do anything right. And I say, let's stop. I'm taking the plane back. We're going to land. We're going to go sit down for a half hour. I'm going to go play with one of my planes. And then they come back an hour
yeah,
later and they fly great because their brain got overloaded. And it's the same thing shooting here.
right.
Your body gets tired, your your brain gets
Nick,
tired, and you get overloaded.
Chris Chestner. Well, I can't read that. Kistner, Chris. What is it, Kistner?
Well, we're trying. Don't
Nick.
worry about it.
Well, all right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. So he said, "What's a good first real deal setup? I'm using wrist rocket type and a homemade pickle fork I made from scrap wood. Oh, that's pretty cool. Making your
Yeah.
own slingshot is always a plus. I can't make any. I mean, I haven't tried, but I do better just shooting somebody else's slingshot
Yeah.
and
This is the
shooting
one
my
I
own.
recommend. I recommend the Scout LT2. This is the one that I learned to shoot accurate on first. You've got an Axiom there, right? Oh,
Yes,
that's
I
the
have
LT2
several.
Pro version. He's got the
That's the
regular
pro.
Axiom. Yeah, just the regular Axiom is that green one that he's holding up is $40. This one is $50, which is dirt cheap for a hobby. They make pro versions that are made out of G10 and aluminum, stuff like that. That's the Scout. It's a little bit bigger frame if you got
Classic.
big hands. Yep, Simpleshot. They make great frames. There's plenty of other good places. Omega makes great frames. Sniper Sling, GZK, Y Shot X, all good stuff. But I believe in Simpleshot. I'm based here in America. They're out of North Carolina, I think. I'm actually a brand ambassador affiliate of theirs. So if you use the Simpleshot link down in the description, yes, I'm pushing you there because I get a tiny little commission when you spend money there. So if you use my link to buy from Simpleshot, they got slings, bands, ammo, targets, stuff to make your own bands, everything you could ever need. They've got, and it's great stuff. And I know Elvis, you said you've got a lot of Simpleshot frames, almost all of them in
Hmm.
your collection. Let's
Yeah,
get
I
back to a
have
couple of
pretty much
comments.
all of them.
Yeah, there's some comments here that we haven't got to. 808 Hawaiian said aloha from Hawaii. Woohoo!
My
Itchy the
daughter's in
Killer
Hawaii.
said it's a. Itchy said my knife is a Tonto blade. Yes, I actually knew that. And my previous knife that I carried had the same blade. I'm not a real fan of that thing on the front, but you know, for the money I paid, it's good and I like it. And it's a name brand. It's Ned Foss. You ever heard of Ned Foss? It's a knife maker. This is a Ned Foss setup. Uh, Andrew said he would love to get one. I'm assuming you're talking about this guy with the slingshot on it. My video comes out Friday, and I have a link to it there. You can get the link from there and get it. And I think mine was on sale for $18.99 for Prime Days. How far away you away from the target? I'm shooting at 10 meters, 33 feet, which is competition range. I think track Elvis there on the right. I believe you're like 15 yards away. So 10 meters is where I like to sit because that's where you compete. Um, I'll watch the review when it comes out. Cool. Mario says, I'm on it. I'm short draw. I do 190, trying 180 now. Yeah, just find what's comfortable for you, Itchy. You'll eventually settle on something that just works for you. I
On
want
my
to see
channel,
what
I
it
have
shoots.
few
I want to see
reviews.
you shoot it. I'd have to go in and get it right now. Um,
On
I don't have it with me.
on my channel, I have a few slingshots where I do reviews on Simpleshot. You're more than welcome to go to my channel and look at it. Um, and I have several of them where I do a review on them, and they're pretty cool.
Yeah. Mario says I make my own slingshots. I use the scroll saw to cut it out, and then I just use sandpaper. That's what it takes. I just have a really small house and nowhere to put a shot. Have you ever tried the arrow slingshot? I have a slingshot that shoots arrows, if that's what you're talking about. It's got a whisker biscuit in the middle, and it's got a wrist brace on it because it's a heavy pull. And I shoot archery with the kids in the basement of my church with it. Subscribe and like. Thank you. It's all good. It's a German name. It's hard to pronounce. Thanks for letting me know. I'll definitely check that out, Nick. Yeah. Well, man, we're way behind. So you guys must be fans of George Sprav. Have you ever heard of him, Track?
Oh yes, I have actually. Yes, I have. He's a pretty good guy. I don't know where he's at. He's in Germany.
I think so. I've watched. I think I subscribed to his channel. He does some slingshot stuff, but lately everything's guns. But he did have one
Yeah.
slingshot, and I cannot find the video anywhere online about it, where he had a slingshot for long draw, and he was using big bands like double millimeter thick bands, and he actually put a hilt on it to cover it from band slap. And it's like, dude,
Oh yeah.
if I'd made slingshots, I would figure that out.
Yeah, that is pretty strong. I seen a video with him and uh Nate Masters.
Yeah, Nathan, he's the guy that owns Simpleshot.
Yes. I've never met him before. Maybe one of these days
Super
when I
nice
go
dude.
to.
I met him in March.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'll tell you. I think we owe a lot of our slingshot community to Nate because he really
Yep.
helped expand it.
Yep. If you haven't seen it,
And
look up Cool Hand Luke, RVA, YouTube channel. He did a video from the Midwest Spring Sling, and Nate Masters did a keynote address on Friday night. And it was a very moving story that he told of how slingshots are more than just something to shoot. And you really see the
exactly.
person of Nate Masters. It's really good. Remind me offline, and I'll send you a link to it.
I love shooting because you come out here and you're in your own element. You try to relax as much as you can, and then a lot of the things
Yep.
that you think about just kind of goes away because you're concentrating on hitting the target, and it's just a good solitude time that you can enjoy with either
Yeah.
with yourself, slingshot,
Patty,
and it gives you
Patty
something to
Malarkey.
do.
Yeah. Patty Malarkey says open to collabs too. I'm assuming she's talking about George Sprav. It's just he hasn't done much slingshot stuff lately. It's all, I mean, I found his channel, but it's guns and slingshots and swords and all kind of really cool stuff. But lately it's been mostly guns and junk.
Yeah,
Thomas says, total. It's kind of goofy looking and it's a novelty, but I've seen a few people that are really good slingers try it and they couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with it. Had no power. He invented the repeating rail bow. Holy shit. That's nuts. I'm actually working on my
yeah.
own kinetic projectile system. Well, Patty, we need to see that. You need to let us know about that. Kinetic projectile. There's another Amazon rarity. I like reviewing weird stuff because I think people want to see it. And there's another one, probably my next purchase on Amazon. It's going to be that. I'm not going to tell you what it is because somebody else will go buy it and steal my thunder. Yes, they're good stress reliever. Patty said that they've been an archer since 6. I'm sorry, Patty, if you're not a female. I accidentally said female because where I live, most people named Patty are females. But either way, it doesn't. Mongolian thumb draw. I don't have no clue. Target shooting's an everyday must. Oh, I'm a dude. Sorry, Patty. My apologies. Uh, I won't say it's an everyday must, but I bet I'm out shooting at least 5 days a week. And I've shot so much long draw lately, practicing, trying to get good at it, that my shoulder's sore. And I need a few days off here
I
and
wish
there.
I wish I had that time to shoot like that, but I work crazy hours. Um, I worked sometimes 14 hours. When I go to work, it's dark. When I get off work, it's dark. So by the time I get
I
home, there's
hate
really
that.
nothing much to do other than just eat and go to bed.
I'm lucky. I have a job working for the man. I go to work at 7:30. I get off at 4. I'm home by 4:30. 2 days a week I have to work at the office. 3 days a week I work from home.
Oh, that's awesome.
So sometimes, if I don't do anything on my lunch break, I'll eat a quick lunch and I'll come out and shoot for 10 or 15 minutes in the middle of the day. Trying to hit my tin can down there. I haven't shot that much today. Does
What kind of
anybody
hand
on the
protection do you have?
what was that?
What kind of hand protection do you have?
This is just a bicycle glove from when I used to ride bikes.
Okay.
The only reason I'm
Okay.
wearing it is when I shoot the short draw, somehow the band is coming back and just scraping, and it kind of rubs my hand raw. I'm
Okay.
curious where you
I
got
see.
yours from. That thing's cool.
Amazon.
You have
I
to
got
send
it
me a
from
link to that.
Amazon. It was like, yes, I'll do that. It's like $28, and you only get one glove. You choose right hand or left hand.
Does anybody in the chat know if
So
Kentucky has a slingshot club? That I do not know. Pretty sure there's a few shooters down there. The best thing to do, I would say, is if you're on Facebook, Mario, if you're on Facebook, there's two Facebook groups that are really good. One's called USA Sling Shooters, which is really good, except there's a lot of people from Indonesia and Malaysia and Singapore on there, and it ticks me off because it's for the USA. Get your own Facebook group. Um, but there's a lot of people. There's like thousands of people in that group. I would get on there and ask. And the other one is Everyday Slingshots, and it's actually a Facebook group run and administered by Simpleshot. No, it's Everything Slingshots. Those two are really good. I would just get on there and ask. That's what I would do.
oh, that's cool.
Hey, Elvis, we've been on for an hour and 40, and we still got 172 people in here.
Oh,
Somebody
that's
must.
awesome.
Well, did one guy did say we were cool?
That's
So anyway.
yeah.
Okay, so Patty says, I'll paint the picture. Think a dart that collapses telescopically and rests in a magazine under pressure to assume its extended state. It sends itself in the rail backwards. The kinetic energy of the rail being sent back is stored in a flywheel. Then all that energy can be sent back down. Sounds really cool. Sounds kind of complicated, but dude, I'm curious to see it. We need to see it. We need to see it. So, Patty, find both of our YouTube channels. Mine you can find right here. Look, TrackAttack911 is his. And when you get that thing put together, send us some info. We'd
Yes.
love to see it. And who knows, man?
I
Maybe we'll do. I could do a co-live with you or something, and we could let you show it off. It sounds nasty, mean, and ugly. It's something I'll never use, but it
yeah.
sounds totally cool in the same time. It can do
I've
semi-automatically.
I've been on YouTube. I mean, for the past like 3 months, I've been actually working on making my videos better. But I've been on YouTube for what 2.5 years now. Um, I'm not even up to 1,000 subscribers yet.
Well, I'll tell you, doing these lives is what helped boost my channel. Nick said he's
Yeah.
about to order an Axiom. What's my code? Nick, if you go down in the description below this video, you should be able to click somewhere you're on your screen and see it. I have the link embedded there. And there's also, if you're not a shooter, there's also a link to my Slingshot Basics course to watch. And if you go by all the stuff there and watch them in practice, you'll be hitting cans in a week. And if you have questions after watching that, please reach out, leave a comment. I'd love to help you out. Look me up on Facebook if you're on there. Philip Hinkle, 1L in my name, has a picture of my red slingshot. Can't miss me. I'll tell you, the slingshot community online is the bomb. Story.
Oh yes.
I don't know if you heard the story, um, uh, Elvis, but back during the Midwest Spring Sling in March in Indiana, there was this young man and his wife there, and they had like a 6 month old baby. She's carrying in a pouch on her front, and they were shooting. Super nice guy. He had just learned to shoot like a week or two before because some of the organizers that were in Indiana, they were having some like really informal shoots at the location. And this young man came and learned to shoot. Well, like this was in the end of March, middle of March was the tournament. On Easter Sunday, he was killed in a car accident on the way to church. And this is like a
Oh
20
my God.
something year old dude. And so the whole slingshot community got together. Jordan Smothers, who works for Simpleshot, and a whole bunch of people that make slingshots and have companies donated tons of stuff. And we had a huge waffle auction. And it took 3 days to go through all the numbers. And I believe, I don't know the exact numbers, but they raised well over $5,000 for the lady. And
Wow,
she's
that
going to
is
keep on
awesome.
shooting. And the legacy of that tournament and him will live on because the community rallied to help this young mom who's 6 month old kid, and they'd given the little baby one of those little plastic ones they sell for $5 on Simple Shot, little keychains, and the
Yeah,
kid just loved chewing on it. That was his favorite toy.
that is crazy.
That's the
Jordan's
that's the
mother's.
community we're in.
Yeah, Jordan's mother's. He's associated with Simple Shot, and I bought a couple of Kodiaks from him. He's a great guy. He's
Yeah,
very nice,
Jordan's one of
very
their
nice
spokespeople.
person.
I think he's one of
Yes,
their.
and
I think he's on salary with them somehow.
he's a great shooter. Great shooter.
Yeah, he's him and Moan are the ones going to the Worlds, and I think it's in August.
Wow,
I went into the giveaway too, and I got a
awesome.
slingshot out of it, and I gave it away one of my slingshots, but I haven't been able to send it to the person who won my slingshot that I made. I'm gonna tell you about yeah, now that goes to the budget. Cool that you got one. Which country? We are
I,
in the U.S. He is Mr. Elvis there to my right is in Alabama, correct? And I am in
correct.
Wisconsin, north of Illinois, way up north.
Put up a video where there was this new shooter. His name was Hunter. Never owned a slingshot in his life, and I welcomed him with a what was it, Scout LT Classic Pro Series, and you can't find those anymore. But they're, I mean, he got lucky on that one. That was a really nice gift. Because I had two of them actually, and actually I had three pros, and so I gave them one.
507 said hi. I don't have enough stuff to give away. I had a giveaway on my 1,000 subscribers, and I just gave away a gift card. But I should take
I
some
got
of the
to think
stuff.
about something cool. I got to think about something cool to give away when I reach 1,000 subscribers.
Well, I didn't have like slingshots, and my worry was because I had a lot of people joining my live streams that were entering that were from international, and I didn't want to have to ship something international. So I just put a gift card to Simple Shot or Amazon, whichever one you want, for $50. And the person that won, I believe, was from Mexico or South America. So they
Oh
took the
wow,
$50. They took the $50 gift card.
that's cool.
That's the easy way to get around it. Of course, you've got a collection. You probably got some duplicates you could unload.
Yes,
You
I
have
have.
daytime and we have night.
I was thinking if I give one of my slingshots away, it will be one that it's handmade. That is really
Yeah.
cool. And I was thinking about uh, Jordan's mother's. He likes to give away a lot of his slingshots, and he puts out some really nice masterpieces. And he made a Kodiak for me. It's a green one. I put out a video on it, and I think it's a beauty. And I think if I was gonna give one back to somebody out there, it would be that one because it's a really cool slingshot. And I
When
would
we
love
were
somebody to enjoy it just as much as I have.
when we were at the Midwest Spring Sling, Jordan showed us something. Oh, hey guys, Canadian retired in the Philippines. Love the live videos. Been shooting here for about 4 years. People over there in the Philippines and Singapore and Indonesia, they're snipers with slingshots. Anyway,
Oh man.
we were at the Midwest Spring Sling. He pulled something out of his bag that he did not ever let out of his sight. Um, Elvis, it was an Axiom, but it was an Axiom that he built. He took the original
Yeah.
frame. He took the original frame, cut it out. It had a copper core with walnut around it, and he heat engraved his initials in it, SMO.
Oh,
It
that's
was
awesome.
the most beautiful feeling and looking slingshot you ever held in your hand. And we all said, "You better not let us see that for very long." Because he said, "There's no way I would ever get rid of it." It was just the most absolutely perfect, gorgeous slingshot.
Oh, from Smo?
Yeah.
That the one he did? Oh yeah, I seen that one. That's a
The
beauty.
walnut with the
That is really
copper
cool.
core. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yes.
I got an aluminum
Oh yeah,
gasser from
absolutely.
him. Andrew got a gasser. That's cool. So are the Hadzi in Africa. Yeah, they're good too. Those Hadzi people in Africa, man, they make their own bows and arrows. I've seen some videos where
And
YouTubers go and visit them.
what blows me
You-
away, this guy's from Indonesia and Vietnam. They shoot birds out of the air.
oh yeah, I've seen that.
I
Those guys are
mean,
nuts.
they eat the birds, so it's
Yep.
not like it's going to waste. They shoot for a reason, and let me tell you, I seen where they hit this white storks. They're flying and they're always shooting 90 degree. And I seen these guys when they shoot, they always stick out their finger out like this. They always do this.
Hmm.
And their fork size is a lot smaller than it's not a 90, it's more like an 80.
Mario said he makes his own slingshots and gives them away to kids that want to learn how to shoot. There's a gentleman up the East Coast, Trapper Dez is his screen name. Danny Strite's his real name, and he makes tree fork frames and gives them away. And when we were at the Midwest Spring Sling, he brought 50 of them and told all the amateur shooters they could grab one. And I told him about the boys' camp I was at last week that we needed some frames to teach kids how to shoot. And he said I could have whatever's left. So when I left, I went home with 15 of those frames. And I found a number of kids that were really good, and I gave about 7 or 8 of those away. So yeah, it's
Oh,
really
that's
cool.
awesome.
You should autograph the slingshot if you're giving it away. It should be autographed. There you go, Track.
Yes,
So
my wife, she wants me to make a slingshot, and I'm not a very good slingshot designer. Like I got lucky with just the song that I put on my channels. I download this app where it's all AI. I just choose the words, the
yeah,
kind of music I want, the beat and stuff like that, and it just puts it together for me. So
is
the
that
words
Suno?
and the music is mine.
Is that
Yes, that's it.
Suno? Yeah, it's a good one. We've
Tuna,
used it at
that's
work a
it.
little bit. I met a
Yes,
guy at
I use that.
Walmart buying clay slingshot ammo who did frame free slingshot, frameless. Ooh, kid was really good too. Frameless is nuts. Arrows in the air before the first hit on the ground. Patty said, like Comanche children would shoot coins out of the air as a trick. That's crazy. Speaking of the frameless dude, I'm out here shooting one day, and my neighbor, 2 houses down, had some friends over, and one of his co-workers was there, and it was a Latin dude. They do construction, and he came over. He saw my slingshot. I got one of those in the truck. Here, let me go get it. He comes back, Elvis. I don't know how he shot this thing. He comes back. And it's big old tubes from a wrist rocket tied together with a piece of rope in a pouch about the size of your hand on the bottom of it, and tied with like string to these tubes. And he pulled it back, frameless, and he shot a rock about this big at my targets.
Golly.
It's like I would have broke my fingers clean off with that thing. I said, dude, sometime when you come hang out, come over and I'll let you shoot some real slingshots. But he says, yeah,
Yeah.
we shot these as a kid all the time. We used to shoot birds and stuff.
I'll tell you, my son, he's a good shooter. He just doesn't shoot very much, but he's got it in him. He's a good shooter. I taught him a little bit how to shoot, but he really picked it up on his own.
Josh Hicks kid, Sea Dog, they call him. I think his name's Christian. He's a pretty good shot for his age. He won the youth division at the Midwest Spring Sling.
Oh, that's cool. When
Well,
I
we've been
sit in my room and shoot out of my window, man, I wish some of the shots I'll get it on video because I made some pretty good shots from my window. It's just kind of, it's not something I post on video. I just shoot and enjoy it for myself. But I made some pretty cool shots from my window. And one of these days, I'm going to video it.
Patty again asked us if we ever tried anything old school, like an old school sling. I take it that you're referring to the Balearic, the one you swing around. I made one out of paracord, and I suck at it.
Yeah, I never tried that.
Um, my problem is, like I mentioned before, is I live in town. I can show you. There's a house there that's abandoned. The guy in the house next to it bought it. He's going to tear it down and rebuild it. Over here is a car repair shop. So if I'm halfway in their parking lot, I can shoot 25 yards. Then there's what used to be a liquor store. Oh, there's a house on the corner. There used to be a liquor store behind them trees. It's now a man cave. And Main Street's 1 block away. And there's my other neighbor's house. And then my house. I got nowhere to practice this thing because you need room to practice one of those. And so I just have never learned to shoot it. I like the CO2 revolver Colt Peacemaker. Michigan, first time, nice to meet you all. Welcome, Michigan. Welcome. And Patty said this is like his favorite. I'm sorry, Patty. Shoot me now. You unsubscribe from my channel if you want. I am sorry. Patty said this is his favorite stream. So, again, somebody likes us, Elvis.
Yeah.
And he shouts out in Balearic
Had a-
Sling. CO2 Revolver Peacemaker. I don't know if that's the same one, but a young man at my church, my pastor's kid, they're into guns and CO2 and airsoft. And he's got a revolver that uses CO2 cartridges, and it's got like fake bullets that you put a BB in the bottom of it. And when it shoots, the first couple of shots on that CO2 cartridge, it's pretty impressive. It's really cool. So you can rip off 6 shots pretty quick with that thing. Again, Patty, I am so sorry. I apologize. Please forgive me. Beat me up, hit me in the butt if you want. I'm really sorry about that. I'll try and be
It
better.
kind of starting. It kind of starting to cool off already.
Andrew says he likes all the slingshot people. I like them too, because they're cool people. But the one thing about slingshot people, and
That's
I
right.
mentioned this in my video coming up, I'm an oddball. I'm an odd duck. Because when I went to the slingshot tournament in March, I'm one of like 5 people without a beard. And the other 3 of the others were girls. Not that the girls didn't have, no, anyway. I don't have a beard, can't grow one, don't like it. Had it one time, hated it. So sorry, I'm just not going to have a beard ever.
There's a tree.
Let's see.
There's a little piece of the tree branch hanging out of that tree. I'm gonna see if I can hit it.
Cool,
Oh,
Mario.
barely missed
Mario
it.
Mario said his son's in Boy Scouts and he's talking to the Scoutmaster to allow the Scouts to learn how to shoot slingshots. They want me to teach them, but I don't know. You can do it, Mario. Go for it, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. If you wanted to watch my basics channel, basics course, maybe you'll get some ideas. Don't do anything crazy. Here's what I did at the boys' camp. I was just at this boys' ministry camp that I work at with Royal Rangers last weekend. I went up and I said, here's your slingshot. They were natural fork frames. I said, you see, one side's all wood and one side has rubber on it. The side that's all wood is towards you. The slingshot, the bands have to come over the top. I said, make sure to pinch the ammo right. And I showed them the right and wrong way to do it. And then I said, you just pull back and you want to try and make a nice triangle in there without the bands flapping. I said, then you just pull it back and you let it go. Just let them shoot. But then you're going to find a couple that know what they're doing. And you're going to find a couple that really pick it up and can hit stuff. There was a couple of times I'm working with another kid trying to help him shoot stuff, and I all of a sudden I hear it whop boom on a target, and I turn around and there's a kid back there doing full butterfly, and I never told him how to do it. So of course I went and hung out with that kid a little bit and helped him and ended up giving him a slingshot. Oh, the other thing I make sure to tell them is when they're shooting, they're going to try and do this, trying to get them to do this. That way they're not tweaking the pouch, which is what causes frame hits. But really, just do those 4 or 5 simple things and just let them shoot. Then if they really like it, make
Oh,
yourself available. Make yourself available to help them later. I think that's a good way
let
that
me
gets
just show
everybody
you.
shooting. What'd you do?
Let me show you what I just hit. A little twig from far away. I might go get it.
Hey, Jacob's here. Hey, Jacob. In fact, I was just telling Mario how to teach some kids in Boy Scouts how to shoot. And Jacob, that's right under you, Mario, he was one of the kids from this camp that I was at that I taught to shoot. And I got a picture of him going like full butterfly. So, yeah, ask Jacob if it worked for him. He's really good. And he maybe shot a total of 5 total hours that weekend. And he's doing fine. Jacob, you blown through a set of bands yet? Guns and I had our time. I put them down permanently. I'm back to the hobby target stuff. Harmless meditation. Yes. That's what I like about slingshots. They're quiet. The neighbors think you're playing with a toy in the backyard. Did you break that branch, Elvis?
Yeah, yeah.
Jacob, this guy's a
From way,
sniper.
from way over
Jacob,
there.
Jacob, go to this guy's channel. Go on YouTube and type in TrackAttack911 and watch some of the stuff he does. He like hangs a match up and swings it around in the wind and he knocks the head off the match.
There's another one up there. I might see if I can hit it.
The Bel Air slang is something you really have.
Oh, did you see that?
No, I
Did
you,
you see
we can't
that?
see it
I
on the
smoked it.
stream.
I might hit it.
Something you have to really learn how to shoot it. It's how you shoot the sling. It's how you pitch the sling. Yeah, true. Patty, he shoots enough of those sticks. That's just like he's a really good shot. He's really good. Yeah. If I shoot at a limb, it's going to take me a long time to break it, but he hits it on the first shot.
There it is. Look at that.
I told everybody you were really good.
It's way over there. It's probably about maybe 45 yards, maybe. I don't know. Something like that.
Okay, Jacob is asking. Jacob's asking where you get a good slingshot. Simpleshot. I'm a brand ambassador affiliate of theirs. Of course, I'm going to promote them, but they're the U.S. place to get everything to get you started. There's other companies that sell all kind of stuff, but Simpleshot's just got it all. This is the one I learned to shoot really well on. It's called the Scout LT2. It's only like 50 bucks. My buddy here, Elvis, on the other side of the screen, he's got the Axiom, which is very similar. It's only $40. They're really good. This is the first slingshot that I shot that really got me shooting accurate. And that's the Axiom. He's gotten, there's a Scout there. Either any of these are there. There's nothing on their site that's bad. Just don't try and buy the Pro Shot. Pro slinging frames is your first ones because you're going to hit them and break them and make yourself mad. Buy the $50 ones. They all shoot good. It's your technique that makes it shoot good. And Simpleshot's great. If you go down in the description of this video, I have a link to Simpleshot. That's my affiliate link. If you use that to buy something, I get a really small commission. And all the money that I get from them on commissions goes right back into Simpleshot for stuff that I need. Just want to ask if you
Simple
have
shot.
time, check
You
out
can't go wrong
Philippine
with simple shot.
Slingshot International, the group I'm a member of. We're doing a worldwide online competition. Did you hear that? Philippine Slingshot International, the group I am a member of. We're doing a worldwide. South Africa has challenged the USA to an online competition. But I'll tell you what. Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing your name. If you go down and leave after this video is over, you can rewatch it, leave a comment there because I'll forget about this and have to dig through it. If you can send me a message somehow, I will check it out. I don't know if I'll enter, but this guy here is a really good shot. He might be better to enter.
That's
Slingburger's
cool.
in the house.
Slingburger.
How's
Hey,
it going,
Slingburger.
man?
Slingburger, this shot's for you. I'm going to go 40, 50 yards. I'm going to shoot this can.
When we cut bottle tops and put glove on it and duct tape. I like cutting cans when we was kids. Yeah. Hitting a branch at 45 yards is crazy. I struggle to hit a hanging bottle from anything more than 20. I feel your pain, Tony. How's it going, man? Haven't seen you around a while. Hey, Slingburger. I'll give you a special kudos if you can tell me what Track Attack's real name is. Long Draw Perkins, Mr. Roy in the house. How's it going, man? You missed all the fun. We're 2 hours in, dude.
All right. I got a can over there about 50 yards.
You are right, Slingburger. I asked him what your first name was really.
Missed. Barely missed it.
Oh, hey, Elvis.
So,
You're such
yes,
a loser, man.
I know. Oh, hit it. I hit it on the
Folks,
second try.
folks, now he's just showing off. He's just showing
Yeah.
off. Me, I'm happy to hit a water bottle at 10 meters with my long draw.
I got a
You
four
say,
kit on my
oh, you
pro.
do? Oh,
I was showing everybody my four kit. Man, it's so depressing. My
you see
band
my
broke.
axiom? Have you seen my axiom? Let me look at it.
Yeah. That's got character. It's got style.
Yeah. It's called patina, man. All right. Raking Raccoon says, I
Track, did
wish
you
I
see
could hit
my
that axiom.
track? Did you see my 2026 can cut challenge? No, I have not.
I haven't either. Tell us the dirt, Slimberg. I love cutting cans. All right, I'm done with long draw for a while. Let's go back to short draw.
I tell you, this Oxium X, even
Yeah,
though it's a great design and all that, it's too small for my hand.
yeah, you're a big dude.
But
I'm a
yet,
little scrawny runt at 5'6", so they fit my hands really well.
but yet, I have like three plastic ones. I have the G10 and I got the Pro Series. I just love them. They're good, even though there's. I try to find the good out of it every time. Maybe it's
I've
just
got
the
the
way how I
Axiom.
hold.
I've got the Axiom G10 that was gifted to me by one of my viewers, and I absolutely love this thing. And it's like my favorite long draw sling. It's got weight to it, and it just feels good. I just haven't shot it today, but yesterday I came out by myself practicing long draw and went through a whole set of bands. Okay, here's the
Oh
challenge
wow.
from Slingburger. Cut a can at 20 yards and 26 shots or less in 2026.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
I'll have to try that too. Andrew says his Sparrow is getting a lot of love on it. That's a good slingshot. Ever
The
shot an
Sparrow?
atlatl? Do you know what an atlatl is, Elvis?
No.
I would love to shoot
Uh-uh.
one. I remember once at this boys' camp that I go to, I just learned what they were and I tried making my own. And I sort of made one okay, but the arrow I made or the spear sucked. What an atlatl is you get this big long arrow, Elvis, that's like 6 foot long and it's got a point on it. And then the atlatl is a piece of wood or a device that goes in your hand and it's about this long. It's got a lip on the
Uh-huh.
back and you put the arrow in it and you sling it.
Oh yes, I seen that.
They just didn't know what it was called. I would love to try a real one. It's okay, Mario. You don't have to apologize for anything. We're still here. We're gonna have to call it short here pretty soon. All right, I'm on short draw. Maybe I can hit something now. Very ancient, very accurate. Yes. There's a show that I used to like watching on Discovery. I think it was Mountain Men. And there was a dude on there, a really old guy in his 80s, still trapping and making stuff Native American like they made. And he made an atlatl for somebody that was really cool. And he had it out in his backyard testing it at like 30, 40 feet on a 3D deer pad, 3D deer target. I wouldn't mind having something that dude
That's
made. He
pretty
made
cool.
some cool stuff. His name was Tom Oates. No, Tom Orr. Tom Orr. Blow darts. Yeah, somebody asked if we'd ever tried blow darts. No, I haven't, but I would sure
Uh
like.
I seen Tim Wells shooting blow dart. He took down a bear with the blow dart.
I would like to try them. Did you ever see that show Alone on TV where they drop people in the wilderness with 10 items and a camera and they film their experience and whoever's out there the longest wins $500,000? There was a dude
Oh,
on
that's
there a
pretty
couple of
cool.
years ago that took a muskox. He killed a muskox with his pocket knife by hand.
Wow.
I think he caught the thing sleeping and he snuck up on it and just slit its throat. I went fishing with a blow dart before, caught little fish, and it was fun. I would love to try it. Just got to find somebody with a blow dart. But yeah, that dude was crazy. He killed a muskox by hand. It was very impressive.
the only the only thing I killed there was a squirrel.
I've taken it down a few chipmunks because they're pests, and I hate them in my yard.
They can be.
I owned a business, been doing the 12 years. Oh, the taxidermy. That's cool. Taxidermy's neat.
That's what I should do to me when I die. Taxidermy me. So holding a slingshot.
That'd be creepy, man. That'd be creepy.
That would be creepy.
Blow darts are crazy, especially if you have access to venom. Yeah. It's very primal, blow
Oh yeah.
darts.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I blew the can right off the string. Guess I'm back to shooting my
I
bottle.
already destroyed. I already destroyed one target.
I've got this 50 millimeter leather spinner somebody made me, and I can't for the life of me break it. It's hanging literally by an eighth of an inch piece of leather. That's all that's left of it. But no matter what I do, I can't break it. I just hit it. Just won't break. Halvis, how do you aim when you hold your frame at a 45-degree angle? Can you show your slingshot close
Oh
to the camera, please?
yeah. Okay.
Okay, Long Draw Perkins asked how
So
to aim, and somebody else asked, can you show your slingshot close to the camera? So I'll let you handle that.
yes. So the target's right there. When you hold 45-degree angle, you gotta keep the target. It changes. So for example, if you aim a 90 degree and you have the target right here, I don't know if you guys can see if you got the target right there. When you go 45 degree, it kind of changes and it keeps it somewhere around here. Now, when you pull your bands, your anchor point is very important because if you tend to pull a little bit farther than you do, like for example, let's say 90 degree, you used to hey shooting like this. Let me go back some like this. Now, when you're shooting 45, and if you change your anchor point a little bit past your ear, now your aiming reference on your fork changes as well. So always try to keep it consistent. But when I go for precision shots, if you guys notice, one of the tricks that I use to make those pretty difficult shots and stuff, I count my steps. So when I shoot, you guys see me do the match, hitting the matches and hitting the playing card in just the match and stuff. I count my steps. So usually it's like 22 steps. And then so that way I know as long as I give it the same anchor point, I can put the target anywhere. I mean, at the same spot on the fork. If I move further than 22 steps, now I have to change my aiming reference on my fork to a little bit lower, but just a tiny bit, not much. And sometimes that doesn't even take. It doesn't. It really doesn't matter if you because if you pull back, but then you drop your band just a tiny bit, you'll miss. Or if you raise it just a tiny bit, you'll miss too. It has to be perfectly aligned. And that's the trick of making a shot. It's getting it just in the perfect spot to make that shot. That's the hardest part on shooting, but it's a lot of fun. I just keep trying and trying until I get good at it, and then I do the shot.
It's repetition. Practice makes, well,
Exactly.
practice doesn't make perfect, but because bad practice makes bad decisions. But when you get the idea and the
Right.
fundamentals, then the practice builds the muscle memory you need to get on target. Could the slingshot
Exactly.
be a survival tool? Meerkat asked. Yes, it could. There's a number of people I've seen. There's a YouTube channel I like to watch. The guy's name is the Wooded Beardsman. I think I forget where he's out of, but he's got a big old red beard and he likes to do survival stuff. And he made a bug out bag that had a slingshot in it. And he did some practice with it. You can take squirrels and rabbits very easily with a slingshot. So yes, it could. Hey Jacob, how's it going, buddy? I was just talking about you earlier to somebody how I taught you guys to shoot, and I turn around and the dude's half butterflying on me. Have you gone through a set of bands yet, Jacob? In both of your experiences, clay ammo consistent? I think clay ammo is fairly good up to about 15, maybe 20 yards. And then because of the porous nature and sometimes slight irregularities, you'll see it start to curve. I've gotten pretty accurate in the past at 10 meters, but when I went out to 25 yards, I could see some of my shots curving. So it's all in it. It's really was it really round. Somebody said even rabbits, yes, but you're not going to use the little wimpy bands we're using. If you're going to take a rabbit, you're probably going to be using 1 millimeter bands with 13 millimeter steel shot or lead. Something significant. It's going to have some kinetic energy in it. Otherwise, it's got to be a dead perfect shot.
Like that
So
one.
lightweight, it's a no-brainer in the bug out bag. Yes, I agree. Can I you see what you're using to shoot? I am shooting 8 millimeter steel bearings. Elvis, Mr. Track Attack, is using 9.5. He's using a little bit bigger ammo. 7 millimeters is also another size people like a lot. Those are the three you generally use at tournaments. I've settled on 8 because I like it. Yep, his is a little
These
bigger
are
than
pretty
mine. Mine's only
heavy
big.
ammos.
Yeah,
This heavy ammos. And I'm
you need a
shooting it
little bit.
because I have like, yeah,
If
I
you
I have
it's a
about
little bit
12.
heavier band.
Yeah. It's a little too much for overkill over here shooting 9.5s. Uh because it just is. I don't really shoot anything that is worth me uh putting that much power on it. I think clay ammo, and I have 2 acres right here, and clay is just perfect for it because clay can go pretty far. If you just shoot up in the air somewhere, it will go far.
Yeah,
It
I've
just
shot
doesn't
some
create
couple
any
hundred
damage.
yards.
Yeah,
Jacob says, "How have I
and
been?
it
I've been
stays.
good." Somebody asked if we've tried slingshot deer hunting. That's going to be pretty tough. I don't think that would be viable unless you had a bow sling that were shooting arrows. Then it might be viable, but the slingshot, I just don't know that you're going to pack enough kinetic energy to take a deer down. But although somebody was in here earlier that they had shot 2 turkeys, which was pretty impressive to me. If I want to get into the
Yeah, you can.
slingshot, what slingshot should I get? Finley's asking. All right, hold it up again there, Track. This is, oh, excuse me, I just burped. The first
All right.
slingshot I always
Well,
recommend. I love my Scout LT2 from Simpleshot. Track Attack's got an Axiom. His is $10 cheaper. The Axiom is a wonderful slingshot for $39.99. These are $49.99. I recommend Simpleshot as a starting point. They got bands, ammo, targets, everything you need to get started. You can even get the LT2 in a starter pack for $79.99. Comes with the pouch, bands, ammo, targets, everything you need to get started. You literally can be shooting crazy for under $100. Granted, it's a rabbit hole. Yeah, he's got the metal version of this particular slingshot. If you go down the rabbit hole like we have, then you'll buy stuff to make your own bands, which saves you a lot of money in the long term. But overall, for about a $300 or $400 investment, you could get a couple slings, all the stuff you need to make bands, and a nice pile of targets. And
yeah,
if you want to get
I
started at
agree.
Simple Shot, go down to the description of this video, this live stream. I have a link there to Simple Shot. If you use that, I get a small commission on whatever you purchase, and all the money I get goes right back to being spent at Simple Shot. Okay, fellas, good shooting. Take it
Yeah.
easy. Y'all got my sub. Hey, thanks, Willie, but you're only sub to me. Go to TrackAttack911 on YouTube and sub to this guy. He was sitting on $7.99. Let's see if we can get him to 8.25 by the time we get off of here. 8 millimeter, and how
Yeah. I'm
fast
not
are they
even up to a
going?
thousand yet. But oh,
I
back
don't know.
to that gentleman. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Back to that gentleman that asked what slingshot should I get started.
Yeah.
I do like to point out how big are your hands, really?
Yeah.
Because you can go something larger with like this is the Scout X. This is one
Yes.
of my favorite ones because I have large hands, so this was perfect for me.
Yeah.
And
I'm a little
but
five foot
this
six
one,
guy, so I've got the LT2, which is the light version.
oh, I see. And this one is just too small for me. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great slingshot. It's just too small. You can't
Is
even
that the
see me
Axiom?
holding it.
Is that the
Yeah, that's the
Axiom?
accent.
Well, you can send it to me. I'll shoot
Yes.
it.
I got like five of them.
I need a plastic Axiom.
Yeah.
8 millimeter, how fast are they going and how much do they weigh? I have no idea what an 8 millimeter weighs, but I can tell you on my short draw, I get about 210 feet per second. On my long draw, where I'm like, whoop, whoop, I get about 260, which is fairly decent. Track attack. Are you shooting a spinner at a spinner? He's shooting whatever he wants, and he was breaking tree branches at 45 yards earlier. You missed it, see? If you'd have been here earlier, long draw, you'd have seen it. It was impressive. There's a couple guys in Louisiana who slingshot deer hunt, and they have to aim in the dead center, the middle of the head. Yeah, got to be good.
I'll do
I must have
another one for you.
dropped a signal there quick. Yes, I have a
I'm gonna do another
slingshot
one
that has
for
a
you.
whisker biscuit in it, and it shoots arrows. It uses heavier bands. It's pretty serious, nasty, dangerous. Got 8 acres in my neighbor's shooting range, so that's right up my alley. Well, then get with it, Willie. Can you shoot in your videos or no gun? I can't shoot a gun here. I'm in town. The neighbors would not like it. You think clamped rubber band is better than knotted? I would probably say so because when you knot them, they're going to get all twisted. It's basically a crossbow. Why couldn't it shoot an arrow? Yeah, it's true. I've got one that shoots the archery bows we use at our archery club get 130 feet per second, and my sling bow gets 110. So the two turkeys that I shot was with a 2 millimeter band. Holy crap! I bet that had some pull. What one's better, tube or band? I prefer the bands. There's a lot of people that shoot tubes. Tubes are better in the wind because they don't vibrate. But the thing about tubes is they're a constant thickness, which means they have resistance. So when they retract, they don't retract quite as well. The bands, if you notice, are fatter down here than they are here. So there's less resistance. So when they retract, they pick up speed quicker.
Flat bands. It
Okay, I'll
depends what
sub to
you're
Elvis
shooting.
too. Woohoo!
Yeah, I
Can
like
you shoot
flat
guns or no?
bands.
No, we can't shoot. Well, he could probably shoot a gun, but I can't. So,
Oh, here in I can't. There's too many neighbors.
okay, we're having a little I'm having trouble here. My connection dropped a second ago. And when that happened, you came back, Elvis, and I can't hear you again. And the only
Oh,
way we could fix that is to start the whole thing over. So I think it's a good time to call this thing done. What do you say, Track? You okay with that? Give me a thumbs up.
sounds
All
good.
right. So let's get, we've been on here for 2 hours and 25 minutes. This is my longest live stream that I've ever done. Thank you, Elvis, TrackAttack911, for hanging out with me today. I think we've made a lot of people excited about the hobby. Um, Bye, guys. I hope you have a good day. Yes, we are going to have a good. Thanks for piping in, Mario. Be a regular, buddy. Check the live streams out and make sure you're subscribed to both our channels. Again, like and subscribe in the comments below, and then go outside on YouTube and go to Track Attack 911 and subscribe to my buddy here, Elvis. He would appreciate it. We're trying to get him to 8.25 today. He was at $7.99 when we started. Again, I'll go over the stuff down in the bottom. In the description, there's a link to Simpleshot if you want to get your own slingshot. It's a great place. I get a teeny little commission on anything you buy from them using my link. If you're new to shooting and want to learn how, I have a slingshot basics course that if you go by that and practice, you'll be hitting cans in a week or so. And otherwise, if you want to find me on Facebook, my link is there as well. Shoot me messages. I'm glad to help and answer questions because that's what I like to do. So we got to get going. Uh, Tuning in, but you're wrapping up. Sorry, Gary. Yeah. I'm going right now to Track Attack. So Mari, you're getting another subscriber for Mr. Elvis. So we'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you.
Where y'all call home? I'm from Wisconsin. This guy is from Alabama. Roll Tide, even though I don't like Alabama.
Alabama.
Roll Tide. But anyway, I'm in Wisconsin. He's in Alabama. He's melting down in 110-degree heat, and I'm enjoying the shade and 80 degrees up here in Wisconsin. So, Willie, thanks for tuning in.
Willie is
Sorry
in
we got to get running, but
California.
we've been on for almost 2.5 hours. Take care,
Philippines.
everybody. Talk to you later. Catch us next time. God bless and keep slinging, everybody.
Thank you guys. See you on the next video. Bye bye.